More than a year after the passage of Jillian's Law, named after Jillian Ludwig, Fox 17 News investigates whether there are enough hospital beds in our state for violent suspects deemed incompetent to stand trial.
Well, Jillian's Law requires suspects found incompetent to stand trial to be committed instead of being put back on the streets.
But we question whether the state committed enough funding to do that job.
Fox 17 News' Kelly Avellino found out how many beds are available and how many of those beds are being used.
Her voice is still heard through the song she wrote, released after her death. And Jillian Ludwig's impact is still taking effect. Jillian's Law now requires mentally incompetent defendants who can't be tried to be committed for treatment in Tennessee. Suspect Shaquille Taylor is charged with opening fire in a park, killing 18-year-old Jillian back in 2023. A judge initially released Taylor from prior shooting charges just 6 months before, ruling he functioned on a kindergarten level. He was set free, able to pick up the gun that took an aspiring musician's life, according to police.
It's just inconceivable that somebody with that mental incapacity would just be placed back out in society to hurt people.
But after Jillian's Law passed in 2024, Fox 17 questioned if there were enough beds and staffing to house these defendants. We confirmed just 6 beds at the time for these types of cases, and they were all occupied. In an online meeting obtained by Fox 17, a doctor with the Tennessee Department of Disabilities and Aging expressed concern over resources.
This has been one of the great problems of the Harold Jordan Center, is not having enough staff to be able to staff the beds that we have.
At the time, state officials wouldn't answer how many patients were on a waiting list, citing privacy laws. Now, we challenged how a number could reveal anybody's identity. Regardless, I can tell you lawmakers recognized there was an issue and approved more than $6 million in additional funding this year for additional hospital beds.
With Jillian's name attached to it, it's important to us that it's effective.
Fox 17 has now confirmed the state's Harold Jordan Treatment Center has doubled the number of beds for Jillian's Law patients, now staffing 12. There's currently no waiting list, according to officials. And the Middle Tennessee Mental Health Institute now has 25 additional beds, with more than 150 people being admitted since Jillian's Law went into effect.
We're glad that it's not just a law in name only, that was passed with no real teeth to it.
The news comes as other states wrestle with similar situations. Last week, a Colorado sheriff's office released a defendant ruled mentally incompetent to stand trial for an attempted murder charge. The Weld County Sheriff says there wasn't enough room at the state's mental health facility and they had no other legal choice. They issued this warning to the public.
This shouldn't happen. There's complacency in the judicial system, and they're just letting these people out, and it's endangering citizens.
The Ludwigs say that Jillian's organization, the Ray of Light Foundation, has an entire arm dedicated to bringing Jillian's Law to other states that need it.
America has a real issue with this right now.
Although these additional hospital beds and the staffing are a step forward, some mental health advocates tell me they believe Tennessee is still going to need more resources in the future, especially with a growing population and being one of 13 states with the lowest public psychiatric hospitalization rate in the country. For Fox 17 News, your Code Red station, I'm Kelly Avellino.